Hello friends, Mercedes is looking for ways to enrich themselves and trying in every way to get rid of the unprofitable models. As we already know, this year the company will present a fully electric EQG. However, the market is more complicated than many think, and Mercedes is not going to stop at what it has already achieved. The company confirmed that it will release another model under G-Class brand. This model is referred as a budget G-Wagon or a mini G-Wagon by some experts. Recently, Mercedes revealed everything known about this model. The first thing to know that Mercedes is very serious about it. In fact, they are creating a separate division within the G-Class lineup to handle the development of the products under this name. They are also currently working on the development of a younger G-Wagon. The new model will become the third in the extended row of G-Wagon vehicles, following the upcoming Mercedes EQG. Markus Schäfer, the technical director of Mercedes, confirmed the plans for the power plant of this model. He stated that we will definitely not see internal combustion engine in this car. The new G-Wagon model will have the same design feature as the existing G-Wagon, but will have its own character. Interestingly, Mercedes will be introducing a new modular architecture called MMA this year, which will be used for a number of entry-level cars. However, Schäfer mentioned that the smaller G-Wagon will be on different platform and will use a solution from larger rear-wheel drive cars in order to offer a real off-road performance like its old siblings. This means that the platform will be different but will take into account the experience from the full-size EQG, which uses a modified version of the existing leather frame from the gasoline G-Wagon and is equipped with 4 electric motors. So the most affordable G-Wagon will also have a frame but in a simpler form. The appearance of more affordable G-Wagon will give Mercedes the opportunity to gain a foothold in a market of the more popular and affordable SUVs, thanks to a more modest price tag. In other words, the company is taking the same approach as Toyota, which offers 2 options for the Land Cruiser. Both options are equipped with a frame and offer a good off-road capabilities, but Land Cruiser 300 is more powerful and luxurious, while the Prado is smaller and more restrained in options, making it more accessible. Mercedes wants to follow a similar scheme. If you think that the more affordable G-Wagon will become an analog of the EQB, you are deeply mistaken. Mercedes is aiming to compete with the Land Rover Defender, so the cost will be similar, around $100,000, and it's not even the top modification. Additionally, the company plans to separate the entire G-Wagon series into a separate sub-brand, following the example of Maybach and AMG. This means that all cars created by this division will be developed without intervention from the parent company. These models will have their own exclusive suspension and electric motors. The first model in this sub-brand will be the electric EQG. Mercedes already employs a similar strategy in the AMG division, which creates models exclusively with their own resources. This division even develops its own engine separately from the parent company. An example of this is 2-liter turbo Line 4 M139 engine, which is considered the most powerful 4-cylinder serial engine in mass production. In the same C63 AMG, it delivers 476 horsepower and it was created solely by AMG. Now let's go back to the review of the younger G-Wagon. Besides more compact dimensions, the frame and electric architecture of the EQG will also be borrowed by the affordable G-Wagon. This will grant it access to stations with fast charging where it can replenish the necessary amount of energy to drive a 400-kilometer path in just 15 minutes. As you many have guessed, the affordable G-Wagon will be electric and will be offered in several versions. The base version will use standard electric motors and a 58 kWh battery. The top AMG modification will feature exclusive electric motors from the company YASA with a total power of 536 horsepower and the most advanced battery with a capacity of 85 kWh. The best features will only be available in the top modifications. To summarize, Mercedes plans to create a separate sub-brand by 2025, and under its umbrella will be introduced a new, more affordable G-Wagon that will compete with the Defender. This new model will share many similarities with the older EQG except for 4-motor powertrain. Despite this difference, the more affordable G-Wagon will still offer many attractive features at a significantly lower price point. It's a shame that it won't have an internal combustion engine, but sadly such is the modern of the industry.